Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5 and I thought I'd make a vlog style video talking about blade superstitions. Um, I recently came up with the idea to make this video because I encountered someone that I walk with that is superstitious about blades. And it's not uncommon around in rural areas, in the South, um, and other places to have these superstitions about blades. And I thought I'd share a few of them with you. And afterwards, you can leave a comment saying if you believe in this, or if there's a superstition I didn't mention, you can leave that in a comment and I can learn about it. Because things about blades intrigue me, and I find this very interesting. So the first one is recording off of my phone. The first one is that if it's very it's bad luck to give a friend or family member a knife as a gift, and if you give someone a knife as a gift, it severs the friendship. So to circumvent this, if you want to give someone a blade, uh, what you do is you tape, or what we did, but what's commonly done is you tape a blade, or you tape a penny under the blade, or you give the knife with a penny to that person, and then they return the penny back to you. So essentially, you're selling the knife for a penny. And this is very common practice. On my dad's side of the family, they did this. They taped a penny under the knife as a gift, and you'd return the penny. And sometimes, if you'll talk to someone that's like, "Hey, can I have that knife?" It's like, "No, I'll sell it to you for a penny." That's why they do that, and it was practiced in my family. After my granddad, who was the patriarch of my family, died, it kind of stopped. We kind of stopped doing it. I don't know if anybody in my family truly believed in it, but it was just tradition. So that's what we did. In other cultures, it's a sign of respect to give someone a knife or a blade. For example, in Finland, if a big company is promoting someone to a high position, or if someone is retiring, or if an organization is recognizing a person for outstanding achievement or whatever, they'll give them a small puko knife, or not necessarily small puko, but they'll give them a puko knife, which is a traditional Finnish blade. And there are also accounts in like the dark to Middle Ages of people giving blades as a sign of respect, and these blades would be decorated. Uh, but just different cultures have different ways of interpreting things. So, yes, there are some people who believe it's bad luck to give someone a knife, and the only proper way to receive a blade is to buy or sell it. Um, let's see another one. Um, it is considered bad luck to store liquid or powders with a blade, and there's a rhyme that goes along with this that says, "To store with a knife is to store up strife." And if you're not familiar with the word strife, that means bad tension, or um, bad tension or angle between two or more people. And so basically, if you store with a knife, you're going to store up trouble. Um, uh, there's a very, very common superstition around here in East Texas where I live, and you can tell me if people believe this where you live as well. It's very, first of all, it's unlucky to hand someone an open folding knife, and two, if you hand someone a open folding knife, they'll often hand it back to you open, and they'll tell you to close it because it's bad luck for them to close a knife that you opened. In other words, if you hand someone a closed knife as well and they open it and they don't know how to close it, it's bad luck for them to hand it back to you for you to show them how to close it. You pretty much have to talk them through it. So the myth is whoever opens the knife has to close the knife, and it's bad luck if if anybody else closes that open knife that wasn't the original one who opened it. And this is extremely common in the area where I live. Um, uh, in fact, this is what prompted me to make this video, as I witnessed this happening in my workplace, and I've seen it. I've seen this superstition in action my whole life, so I don't necessarily believe it. I open the knife, I close the knife. You open the knife, you close the knife. I really don't care. Um, but that's like a really, really common one where I live. Another um, superstition is that a knife truly doesn't belong to you until it bites you. In other words, you don't really own the knife until it cuts you. And some people, whether it be a sword or a knife, they'll prick their finger with it. They'll give themselves a small cut to prevent a major accident down the road with that knife. Um, I don't necessarily believe in this, but it's a pretty common joke between me and my brother when I get a new knife that it's not mine until I cut myself on it, because very often when I get a new knife, I like to mess with it, I like to play with it, I like to use it, and as much time as I spend around knives, I usually end up cutting myself with them eventually. So very often when I get a new knife, I'll accident not being familiar with it, or just being, I guess, ignorant, I'll cut myself with it. Um, it's probably me being careless, but it's a joke. I say, "Oh, Matt, it's my knife now. I cut myself with it." Um, let's see if I missed any. Um, I have a list of them right here. Oh yeah, here's another one. It's bad luck to sharpen a knife after dark. I've never heard this one before, but it sounds like a good superstition. You got to realize a lot of these superstitions are ways to teach safety. Um, for instance, handing someone an open knife um uh, is bad luck. Well, why is it bad luck? Because you can get cut. Sharpening a knife after dark, you can't see what's going on. You can easily cut yourself. You walk under a ladder. There's nothing mystical about walking under a ladder, but if you do walk under a ladder and someone drops a bucket of paint on your head, that's bad luck. It's a safety issue. It's a way to teach safety. Um, Breaking a glass mirror, um, you can get cut on glass. So you got to realize a lot of these myths teach lessons. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. So I wanted to share these superstitions with you for two reasons. One, I want to get your feedback. Um, do you believe in these? Do you practice these? And two, if there was any superstitions that I don't know about, I'd like to hear about them. I find knife history and mythology very interesting, and so I thought I'd make this video. I'm Satsu5. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm out.